Hello, and welcome to this CATIA talk about the CATIA TV. So today we are going to talk about a CATIA TV webinar program that has been working since several years now, and which has now a lot of different I would say topics that has been released since this date. The KTTV is focusing on all the different disciplines of CATIA. We're talking about systems engineering. We're talking about design and styling. We're talking about construction, cities and territories, so what we call CCT. And we're also talking about the global engineering CATIA core, I would say, discipline, which there is some new innovations like 3D innovators or new types of development for example, cognitive augmented design or connected engineering. What I'm going to explain to you today is what is the format of the program, how it works, how we recruit our speakers, how we how the audience, well, you can access to the CATIA TV, and a little bit about maybe the future topic that you will have until the end of Q3, and I would say the upcoming program. You will also see that there's a lot of existing webinars that you can access to, a lot of replays, so it's a very rich content. And you will have the capacity to replay all these webinars and be able to learn about the different innovations that you have into the different topics and disciplines in CATIA. So it's a very complete program which touches every aspect of innovations in CATIA. So first I'm going to share my screen, and I am going to present you the very first, I would say, thing that we can, and the way, sorry, you can access to the CATIA TV. So there's different way to access to the CATIA TV webinars. In terms of the web, I would say. The first is our website. So what you can see here on the screen is our CATIA blog, where you can see all the programs, and but not only the programs, but also I would say the existing replays on the CATIA TV. So what you can see here is the all the programs that is upcoming. You can see different topic. We have ModSim, we have X-Generative Design, we have Delta Gen, we have Lightweight Engineering, we have Feed Shape Designer. So I'll let you discover in more details the upcoming program. But as I said, there is a very rich replay program that you can access. And you can also see that the CATIA TV is a successful program and has been working since a long time ago. So again, there's a very rich program. So you can access from the blog page of CATIA, but you can also access from our social media. For example, throughout posts or throughout this type of LinkedIn posts, which are specifically focused on the CATIA TVs. So I'm still a little bit more into the process. So now, once you've registered inside the registry process, then you arrive to our landing page. So this is, for example, a webinar on X-Generative Design and DB Concept. The DB Concept is a project which has been created by a designer who has transformed inspiration about David Bowie into I would say, a car concept that has been shown into different car shows in the world. and you can register directly through this page. And then on the D-Day of the webinar, well, you arrive on the CATIA community, which is where I would say kind of everything is happening. So what you see here is the type of post where you will directly access to the webinar, which is being broadcasted live. Um, so this is a webinar which is on sustainable infrastructure. So it's CATIA Constructions, Cities and Territories webinar, which is, as you can see, led by Jonathan Asher, who is our portfolio director. And then you can access to the webinar on the CATIA community. So now it would be maybe interesting to talk about the way we work and the way we recruit the speakers. So the speakers that we have are generally subject matter experts from the R&D. We have, I would say, what we call industry process consultants, which are as experts in our CATIA industry processes. And we also try to have what we call the CATIA champions, which are the best user we have in all our user community throughout a different program that has been created in the CATIA marketing for, I would say, rewarding our best users in our the best users in the CATIA user community in abroad. So we are having a program which is focusing on the most updated topics with the best subject matter experts. And each time the subject matter experts are presenting a introduction of the topic. Then they are making an update on the product. So what is new on the product, the latest features, because sometimes you have some releases. For example, not a long time ago, you had the year 2021 release. So there might be always some new features, new packaging, new way of things, and new innovations inside the product itself. And then afterward, we propose a demonstration. So sometimes it's a PowerPoint or video demonstrations, but sometimes we go live and we present a live 3D demonstration. So it depends on the way the topic is being positioned and different other aspects. And depending on the topics also, we end by a Q&A session with the speaker in the video, or we can directly make the Q&A inside the post. So as you can see here, there's discussion on how to develop the level of detail inside the construction portfolio. So this is the interesting thing about having the CATIA TV webinars inside the CATIA community. It's because it's interactive. So when we talk about interaction, it's at the end of the CATIA TV. We encourage all the attendees to discuss with us, but especially with the subject matter expert who will be there during the two broadcasting of the day to answer to any types of questions that you have on the products, on the positioning, on the CATIA TV itself, because we also have the CATIA TV team which is going to be there. And I think this is something that we want to emphasize is the interactivity of it and the way that we want to let the user which are on the community interact with us on the topic. So when it comes a little bit more about the when and how of the CATIA TV format, I would say we have two broadcasts. The first broadcast is at 9:30 a.m. Paris time, which is 7:30 a.m. UTC, which is Universal Time. So it's the same time, but not the same, of course, countries or geographies. And at the end of the day, we have another broadcast, which is at 5 p.m. Paris time or 3 p.m. Universal time. So two broadcasts, one in the morning, one in the evening for the Paris time, of course. So you have two opportunities during the day to to watch the CATIA TVs and interact with us. I emphasize the point that it's very important to have your questions because it's always very important to get your feedbacks in order to um, develop the program and get some new, um, I would say, speakers that will be adapted to the topic that is important for us, but it's also important for you. So I guess for me, that's the thing I wanted to present. I think that you might have some questions. So we've seen different aspects about the CATIA TV, the formats, how to access the different disciplines, the different topics, the fact that you have replays, the fact that you have also, of course, upcoming programs and where to find them, and also when to assist them, where on the CATIA community. So I insist, it's on the CATIA community, on the post where you can access from the registration page. Sorry. So it's really on the CATIA community. Okay. And so, of course, I'm there on the CATIA community, okay, to answer your questions. And don't hesitate to ask them. And I wish all a very good day or a very good evening, depending on which side of the world you are. And I'll be very happy to meet you online during the CATIA TV webinars. Wish you all a great day and thank you for attending.